Hey guys, welcome to Red50. Thank you for tuning into another video. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. I own a 2019 Mustang GT and make Mustang related content, as well as general automotive content. If you share the same passion of cars like me, please subscribe for more videos. However, today is not about my Mustang. I am excited to announce that Ford has officially unveiled the Mach 1 for the Mustang lineup. Ford had officially announced Mach 1 2 weeks ago, but we didn't know anything about it with the exception of that it will be the best handling 5.0 Mustang ever built. Well, it didn't take long for Ford to drop the cover, and today we have some exciting things to talk about related to Mach 1. Stick with the video and we will discuss what Ford has unveiled on Mach 1. We're discussing everything from engine, transmission, handling, and even the interior. With that being said, let's dive right into the video. There was a lot of speculation for Mach 1 that it will be crossing 500 horsepower. Unfortunately, that is not the case. Mach 1 will have same horsepower and torque as the Bullitt Mustang, which is 480 horsepower and 420 torque. However, Ford said it is not identical engine to the Bullitt engine, despite making the same power. Ford says Mach 1 engine will share some goodies with the Shelby GT350, such as the intake manifold, engine oil cooler, and the oil filter adapter. As far as the transmission is concerned, Mach 1 gets a real manual transmission. That's right, no more MT82. Mach 1 will have Tremec TR3160, which is the same transmission used for GT350. Another good news is that 10-speed will also be available, unlike the Bullitt, which was manual transmission only. I wonder how the numbers will compare between the Tremec and the 10-speed. Now, suspension is where the Mach 1 is supposed to shine, as Ford claims that this will be the best 5.0 Mustang in terms of handling, which is a bold statement as Mustang GT Performance Pack 2 was already stepping on GT350's toes. So what could they have done differently to make this better than the Performance Pack 2 Mustang? Well, Mach 1 will have standard magnetized suspension that is specifically tuned to Mach 1 in addition to having stiffer front spring and anti-roll bar. Mach 1 also borrows a couple rear suspension components from the GT500, such as the rear axle cooler, rear subframe bushing, and the rear toe length. This is all standard for Mach 1, but there's more. You can opt for the handling package if standard suspension offering isn't track ready enough for you. Handling package is only offered with the manual transmission, which is the Tremec in this case. It includes Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires, some aerodynamic upgrades, and bigger and nicer looking wheels, which in my opinion actually look really aggressive. In terms of exterior, I think it looks amazing. I wish they had gone with the shaker hood personally, but it still looks unique and has some character to it. Front fascia looks pretty aggressive and seems to be inspired from the Shelby GT350. We have what I think are also fog light deletes. There was some speculation that those round shape in the grille will operate as some sort of air intake, like the Challenger, but looking at a close look, they seem close, kind of like the Boss 302 and S197 Mustangs. But good news is that Ford is claiming that they can be removed to improve airflow for track days. Rear of the car received the GT350 spoiler and GT500 rear diffuser, and also the exhaust tips seem to be a little bit larger than what you would find on a Mustang GT. Standard wheel looked okay, seemed to be similar to Bullitt, but handling package wheel looked really good, aggressive as I mentioned earlier, which is what you want on your track machine. Not sure how I feel about the hood decal actually. It may be too tacky, but I will hold my judgment until I see it in person. Now let's talk about the interior on the Mach 1 Mustang. To be honest, it seems pretty standard 401A package stuff with some unique Mach 1 touches throughout the cabin to remind you this is not your everyday Mustang and you're sitting in some special Mustang. I do have a video in 401A package that you can check out here to see what the package has to offer. As far as pricing is concerned, that is still not confirmed for Ford. Speculation is still around $50,000. As mentioned in my earlier videos, I think the pricing will play a huge factor whether it sells well or not. Overall, I'm glad they didn't just reuse the name and put a different skin to the Mustang GT, which is what I felt like what the Bullitt Mustang was, just a reskinned fully loaded Mustang GT with some unique touches, but just not enough to pay extra unless you grew up with the original movie and felt nostalgic. Mach 1 offers tons of unique features in terms of powertrain, suspension components, and unique aerodynamic bits to separate out from Mustang GT. Similar spec Mustang GT Performance Pack 2 will be around 48 to 50,000, I want to say. Since Mach 1 has more suspension component and an option for 10 speed as well, an engine upgrade from the standard GT, so it's having the same engine as a Bullet, or at least power-wise. It's starting to look a lot like a $55,000 car at least. Depending on how well the numbers are compared to the Performance Pack 2 Mustang GT and how close they compete with the Shelby GT350, will really determine where this car ends up and if it will be a huge seller at $55,000. At this price, I'd assume most would go for GT350 that is a year old, maybe with low miles, due to better resale value and the heritage of Shelby GT350, if you purely wanted a track car, that is. Well guys, this about wraps up for what we have for Mach 1 currently. I hope we get the price announcement soon to really evaluate where this car will be going and how competitive it will be. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you found it to be informative and enjoyed it. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to Red 50 for more videos.